I don't want to see no more Superman or Avengers. I want a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. Let's see some blood. We open the movie with New York City, a beautiful city that has just turned into pollution after pollution. And every year, radioactive waste gets transported to small towns like Tromaville. This story is about Melvin, a poor skinny geek that works in the Tromaville gym. And we get the title, and let's start this true superhero movie. And this gym has hot girls everywhere, but also fucking douchebags. And as you know in life, these douchebags like to pick on little geeks just to make themselves feel better in front of all these hot girls. And this bozo is a real fucking prick.
Look what you did, you fucking asshole!
And already we can't wait for his death scene.
Next time you fuck with me, I'm gonna take this mop and shove it down your throat!
Maybe lay off the roids, dude. So this gang pick on Melvin and they think they're top shit, and they think they run this gym, and they're very proud of the crimes they have committed and the murders. No fucks given. So Melvin walks in on two of these deep in a rooting session, and as much as Melvin likes what he sees, they are pissed.
Get out of here, you pervert!
And he freaks out.
I'll kill ya!
And why has she got a knife on her during her rooting session? But Melvin runs like fuck. So later that night, this gang goes around the streets and they're playing hit and run for points. Apparently that was 20 points.
No, wait! The kid's still moving!
Oh shit, he's fucked. And that's full points. And the girls get out and they start acting like they're in the fucking paparazzi. Next day back at the gym, these girls are fucking with Melvin again.
Why don't you meet me in the girls' locker room?
Girls' locker room?
Yes.
So they meet in the girls' locker room and this is Melvin's lucky day.
Do it? Okay. Wait a minute!
But not yet, big guy. She wants to put on a pink tutu on you first.
Wait, this is sissy stuff. No, Mel.
Yes it is. But he's happy as fuck and he puts on the outfit and he goes down to meet her. But once again he gets tricked, the poor little bastard.
Oh, Julie.
But in total embarrassment, Melvin runs like fuck. And the whole gym fucking chases him and fucking laughs at him. And unfortunately parked right outside that window. Fucking toxic waste. And no one fucking helps Melvin. Fucking pricks.
Julie, this guy, if he can't take a joke, he stinks!
That fucking douchebag. So Melvin runs off home on fire, and Melvin gets home with skin peeling off his toxic body, and the transformation begins. And Mum's been listening outside the whole time.
He must have finally reached puberty.
And now transformed, he bails outside the house and he runs like fuck. Now later that night downtown in Tromaville, there's a gang of weird pricks that beating the shit out of a cop. If only there was a man of superhuman strength to help. And these guys freak the fuck out.
Holy shit!
And Melvin doesn't know his own strength. And is fucking ruthless. And no holding back in this fight, there's no rules. That's gonna hurt.
I'll get you for this, you monster faggot!
And Melvin is considered a hero in the papers, taking out mob trash. Now Melvin heads home, but even his mum doesn't recognise him and she freaks the fuck out. So he heads off to make a new home at the toxic dump yard. And he tidies it up and makes a pretty decent crib. So we move on to the local Tromaville burger joint, where it seems like it's a good, easy target for a cash grab. And this gang is a weird looking bunch of pricks.
Alright everybody, drop your tacos or I'll blow your brains out!
It's like they are from the Warriors movie. And while harassing the customers, there always has to be one fucking hero.
Hey, why don't you leave her alone?
Oh, cunt, you gone and fucked up now. And you're fucked, and the customers there have no chance.
Hey, wait a minute. I think this bitch is blind.
Hey, come on, man, leave that blind chick alone.
You know, I always did want to cornhole me a blind bitch.
We need a hero of superhuman strength, and Toxie fucks these pricks up. And bitch slaps this prick with his own fucking arm. So Toxie beats the shit out of this gang and absolutely destroys all these pricks. And this guy's head gets turned into a sundae ice cream. And this poor cunt's about to get deep fried. And he's cleaned up these pests. And the blind chick, she needs some help.
Could you take me out of here, please?
Fucking score. So Toxie goes back to her house and it's looking good for our hero.
Right over there.
Oh, damn, it's gotta hurt. So she's liking Melvin. She's reading his palm, touching his face, grabbing his crutch. He's a lucky guy. But we move on to the next day and it's time for some revenge. And Toxie heads over to the local gym again and he pays a visit to the mayor's associate. And this guy's got no chance. He's fucked. Now over in the sauna, that nasty bitch is getting steamy. She wasn't expecting that good-looking cat. And Toxie lifts up this nasty bitch and puts her ass on the hot, hot fucking rocks.
Let this be a lesson to you, hot ass.
That's gotta remove some skin. Now she's done with. Toxie goes and enjoys a nice green toxic piss in the alleyway.
This monster?
Toxic piss.
How about some nice young poontang, huh?
That's just gonna infuriate the big guy. He beats the shit out of this wannabe pimp and his thugs and lets them all know that he's cleaning up this town.
I'm not just another pretty face.
And the town loves our hero. Shit. He's even got his own merchandise line. And fuck, I want one of those shirts. And things are going fantastic for Melvin. He's the local monster hero. And his relationship with the blind chick is absolutely heating up.
I've never felt like this before.
And even moving in together. Already? But it's time for some unfinished revenge back at the local gym.
Murder!
And this piece of work deserves all she can get. But it's the main two assholes we want dead. And Toxie finds them and he takes a ride on the roof of their child-killing car. And he's fucked. And as for Bozo, well, he's about to get that Rush experience that he's been wanting all along. And he's fucked. And not a scratch on Toxie. But the mayor of Tromaville has made Toxie out to be a murderer. A bad guy. And this just makes Toxie and his blind girlfriend leave the junkyard to go find a new home.
I look inconspicuous enough? I'll feel better when we get to the campsite.
And all the force is out to find this evil monster.
Holy shit, it's the monster.
Oh, sure.
And he's got a bimbo with him.
Doesn't look too evil to me.
And she's wearing a bikini. Wow!
Wait, let me see.
And they report back to the mayor and the mayor sends out the National Guard to go kill Toxie.
Sorry, Mayor. My troops have it surrounded. We think he's still asleep.
But before they can shoot the community, they stick together and they plead their case.
He's a hero!
And more join this geeky little prick. And even the National Guard don't want Toxie dead. So the mayor would do it himself.
I'll do it myself! No!
And this pisses Toxie off.
You fat slob, let's see if you have any guts.
This is great. And everyone cheers. Toxie gets the girl and is the town hero. And if you're ever in danger,
the Toxic Avenger will be there.
The end. You know, when I was a kid and I hired this out, because it was an R18 movie and on VHS, man, fuck, this was one of my favourites growing up because it was so violent. The head popping under the tyre car. They had the hot chicks in the gym when you were a teenager and you're watching it and you're just like, oh, thank you very much. But it was a very good movie back then. Today's standards, I can understand why they're remaking it, and I think Elijah Woods and Kevin Bacon are going to be in the new one. That's what I've read. Don't quote me on it, but that's what I've read. I think Elijah Wood is going to be Toxie, or going to be Melvin at least anyway. Anyway, I hope they do it justice when they remake it, because I don't know if this is a movie that can really be remade, but maybe it can. But back to this movie, I like it. I still like it to this day. If it had a better budget, it'd be probably amazing. That's probably why they're remaking it. And this, we'll see if it can be remade. We'll see if the remake. I'm not going to get excited like all these other remakes. This one gets 6 out of 10. Back in when I was a teenager, probably would have got 9 or 10 out of 10, but a 6 out of 10, and that's a generous 6 out of 10 because it is pretty budget, and it is pretty lame, to be honest. It really is a lame movie, but I really like it. I like the Troma movies. So if you like that, give it a thumbs up. That was just a quick review today. I'll be back next week with whatever the fuck I've got, and yeah, man, let's like, subscribe, do the fuck you want. I'll be back regardless, but I really appreciate everyone that does tune in and does watch. I don't share any of this on social media. I don't share it on any platforms and all that crap. So if you find it on here, that's where you're going to see it. I don't share this stuff. So if you want to share it, share it. I don't share. I just let happen what happens. It is what it is. I'll see you next week. Bye.